boxing, there are many kinds of jab. The trip hammer, the up jab, the flicker jab, and many more. But perhaps none is more versatile than the pawing jab, a punch which can measure, pester, obfuscate, and blind all at once. There is no greater proof of the effectiveness of this punch than Thomas the Hitman Hearns, whose right hand was perhaps the single most feared punch in boxing during the 80s. Despite the reputation of this single devastating blow, very few boxers could avoid it, simply because very few boxers saw it coming. Thanks to the pawing jab. Total airtime is what separates a pawing jab from just about every other variation of the punch. Though it need not be a slow punch, a pawing jab remains extended for far longer than the typical jab, hovering in the opponent's face and obstructing his line of sight. Hearns threw his pawing jab from a lead hand low position. Extending his left glove into his opponent's face, he would get a sense for the distance between himself and the other man, and keep them from simply running into his space. Sometimes Hearns would even leave the punch out long enough to turn it into a veritable stiff arm, which isn't strictly allowed under the unified rules of boxing, but that's all part of the fun. As a measuring stick, the pawing jab is without equal. Because it remains trained on the target longer than other jabs, it gives the boxer a chance to really feel the distance between himself and his opponent. Hearns' pawing jab turned his already dangerous right hand into a veritable guided missile. At its best, however, the pawing jab is used to manipulate line of sight. Let's take a look at how Hearns did that against Wilfred Benitez. Benitez is one of history's greatest defensive boxers, and Hearns discovered quickly that he was very difficult to hit cleanly to the head. By round 5, Benitez was slipping every jab that Hearns threw upstairs, and landing some decent counters as a result. But the beauty of the pawing jab is that it doesn't need to land to be effective. All it needs to do is get in the way. Let's watch that again. As Hearns starts to throw the jab, Benitez bends his knees and shifts slightly to his right hip. When the punch fully extends, he's already well out of the way, and preparing to pop up with the counter. But Hearns' left arm is obstructing his field of vision, hiding a dangerous follow-up. Hearns starts to throw his right hand, and still the pawing jab hangs in front of Benitez's eyes. Hearns only fully retracts that left in the instant before his cross is ready to land. And by then, it's too late for Benitez. And that's the pawing jab. Thanks for watching this episode of Special Moves. Don't forget to click like on the YouTube page and subscribe to MMANation.com on YouTube for more videos like this. For more fight analysis, you can also head over to badlefthook.com and bloodyelbow.com.